Baseball family, we have a couple of things we want to talk about. If you were with us on Thursday night when I flew solo and went into some of the season changes for the scheduling that are coming in 2023, I kind of gave you a little bit of an idea of what to expect, how every team is going to play each other coming up, and there's a bunch of big changes to how many games will be played against each team, what's interdivision, what won't be in the division, etc. However, there are some updates that we have, and I wasn't able to get into on Thursday. And Brad, will you pull up the overlay and let's talk about these?
Got
a couple things like we have our key dates decided, right? The key dates are going to be Thursday, March 30th will be opening day. That's exciting. That's not as far away as it has been sometimes.
Well, especially this year with the lockout, it was so late.
Yeah.
Like that's going to be, that's awesome.
Obviously, April 15th will be Jackie Robinson Day. That's standard. Lou Gehrig Day, as of the last couple of years, will be June 2nd. It's one of my favorite baseball holidays. MLB starts their World Tour June 24 and 25, where they will play in London. That will be the Cardinals and the Cubs traveling to London. And then we've got the All-Star Game in Seattle this year, July 11th.
Yes.
Yeah, Brad's pumped about that. Are you going to go? Are you going to try to go?
I don't know. It's it's going to be so tough. Between that and the World Baseball Classic, I might have to make a decision. I think the decision is going to be the World Baseball Classic just because it'll be easier logistically to get to.
And it doesn't happen every year.
Right. Exactly.
The All-Star Game happens every year. Anyway.
Not in Seattle every year, but anyway.
No, that's correct, yeah. Sunday, August 20th will be the Little League Classic. Roberto Clemente Day. Yeah, right. They decided to tell us at all, not just this far in advance. We will celebrate Roberto Clemente September 15th, and game 162, the final game of the season, will be October 1st. For those of you that didn't listen in, Brad, will you give us some of these highlights off to the left-hand side here in yellow and tell us what we can expect to change?
Yes, so it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be a balanced schedule. We'll play everybody. Is going to be a great way to go. So it kind of breaks down 52 division games, 6 total interleague games, which means that the American League is going to play an American League team is going to play 64 games against American League teams, but they'll also play 46 total interleague games. So the American League and National League teams will play 46 total games that way. All 30 clubs will play on opening day, which is Thursday, March 30th. They'll also play on Jackie Robinson on April 15th. Jackie Robinson Day on April 15th, Lou Gehrig Day on June 2nd, July 4th, Roberto Clemente on September 15th, and Game 162 on October 1st. That is to help with playoff pushes so teams don't sit their stars. So your entire year, next year is like all set up. I already know when the Mariners are going to be in Phoenix this next year. So I'm making plans. Right. Correction. I've made plans actually.
Plans have been made. The Rolodex has been accessed. The red ink is on the page.
Exactly right. Yes. So
very cool. I know you're really excited about the balanced schedule.
I am. I think it's a big deal because, I mean, I understand that you've got to play more division games. That's just the way it works. But it helps to balance out like teams in the AL Central and the NL Central, right? The Central divisions for the last few years have been weaker than the coastal divisions, and it's kind of been rotten for those coastal divisions to beat up on each other, right? But I don't know. I feel like it's gonna help the standings, right? Is how I feel it's gonna play out. I don't know. I get bugged by it though. I get bugged by having to get beat up by the Astros all the time, and then the AL Central is like they're just bad. It's like get some more of those games in the schedule so we can get pad that schedule a little bit, right?
And even things out. Yeah, even things out. No, I think that is the benefit overall. I think having stars coast to coast and everybody getting to see everybody basically. Is going to be a good thing for like the fan base, which is what I care about anyway. So honestly, that's where I see it. I see some drawbacks, but like I said on the Thursday Night Live, we're going to see some major benefits in terms of rivalries developing. And I think that's one of the coolest things. Like they're going to open it up with San Francisco Giants are going to go to play in the Bronx for the first time since like 2016. and that's like one of the oldest rivalries in the history of baseball. Is the Giants and Yankees. Now they almost never play each other now. So they're going to revitalize that. And I think that's a really cool opportunity.
It is. It is. The one drawback that I see, like the biggest one, is travel. It's going to be brutal on everybody. But as a Mariners fan, I'm like, yes, finally.
For everybody suffers.
Exactly. Now, everybody has to make that trip. But anyway.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I think
Let's move on to
help level things.